This week, Conflict Zone is in The Hague, the headquarters of the International Criminal Court, the ICC, and my guest is Fatou Bensouda, the chief prosecutor. Despite her Gambian nationality, she's lost the support of many African nations who at first welcomed the court and have now decided that it's biased against them. Is she part of the solution or the problem? Madam Prosecutor, you come from the Gambia. You come from a country with one of the worst human rights records in Africa. You served a dictator with one of the worst human rights records in Africa. In September last year, Human Rights Watch reported that the Gambian population lives in a climate of fear in which government justice and accountability for abuses is utterly beyond reach. Why are you silent about the human rights abuses in your own country?
Because it is not my duty or my responsibility or does not fall within my mandate, particularly as prosecutor of the ICC, to pronounce or to advise, whether favorably or not, any government, including my government, on political issues.
And not to say where you see clear abuses of human rights?
I have not done it for any other country. I will also not do it for my...
You didn't mind wagging your finger at the Security Council and reminding them of their inaction.
The Security Council, we have a relationship in which they referred a situation to us.
You didn't mind speaking out over Burundi or Central African Republic?
Because when I speak out, and I want this to be very clear, anywhere that I speak out and make a declaratory statement, I am urging people not to commit crimes that fall within the jurisdiction of the ICC. This is my responsibility. I am not the Commissioner for Human Rights. I'm a prosecutor.
Yeah, and the Human Rights Watch reported that crimes in Gambia included, by state security forces and militias, arbitrary arrest and detention, torture, enforced disappearance, and unlawful killing. Something which might fall within your remit, reasonably be expected to fall within your remit. What would be so wrong in you warning them against doing that?
Because,
what would
as
be
I
so
said,
wrong? What's the worst that could happen to you, Madam Prosecutor?
As a prosecutor, it is not about myself. It is about my legal mandate.
But you have huge independence. You're a prosecutor.
Of course I do.
You can point the finger.
But
it's you who are deciding not to say anything about these crimes.
I am not going to make pronouncement on political issues that are happening in countries.
This is not political. This is abuse. This is violations of human rights. This is killing and torture.
Is it crimes that fall within my jurisdiction? That is the question.
These are crimes.
But they have to fall within my jurisdiction. It should not be so difficult to understand that I'm a prosecutor. And under the Rome Statute, my crimes are war crimes, genocide, and crimes against humanity.
And you are quoted as
saying... And those crimes, even where they occur, must satisfy the gravity threshold to warrant the intervention of the ICC.
And you're famous for saying, Madam Prosecutor, I like to see that the victims know that they have a voice.
Yes.
But not in the Gambia.
Not in the Gambia, they don't. Unfair to say. It is unfair to say because, as I told you, I go after crimes that fall within my jurisdiction. Not any crimes, not all sorts of crimes. They have to be crimes that are within the jurisdiction of the ICC.
And murder and torture doesn't fall within your remit?
When we look at situations, when we decide to look into any situations where we feel that our crimes have been committed, there are several issues that we look at, including gravity, warranting the intervention of the ICC. I must not raise expectations so much that I am not able to satisfy that. It's not possible.
Madam Prosecutor,
crimes have been committed.
The helpless, the dispossessed, the abused die when people like you remain silent, don't they? You know this to be true. All around the world, people are dying because important people are staying silent.
Tim?
How can you stay silent when you know that human rights abuses are being committed and you have the chance to speak out? Because what's the worst that can happen to you for speaking out?
My court is not a court of human rights. I must also remain independent. I must remain impartial.
What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? Staying silent or talking out?
I have been talking out where I can talk out.